So I'm working on question 4 right now, which says draw a line of best fit on the scatter plot that passes through at least 2 points, find the slope and write the equation in point slope form. So based on the points that I plotted and the red line that I drew, I'm going to be using the points 1915, comma 111.9, and then it also appears like we are going through the point 1995, comma 101.73. So if I wanted to find the equation in point slope form, I first need the slope of that. So that's going to be 101.73 minus 111.9 over 1995 minus 1915. So if we type that into a calculator, we should be getting a negative answer, and we're getting negative 0.127 for the slope. Depending on what points you chose to go through, you might have a slightly different slope. It should definitely be negative, however, because we already said that that looks to be a strong negative linear correlation. So if I want to use point slope form to write the equation of that best fit line, I'm going to write negative 0.127 and then x minus 1915, I guess I'll use that first point, why not, plus 111.9. The next part says convert your equation to slope-intercept form, so I'm just going to rewrite that, but I'm going to multiply out that negative 1.27 to both terms there. So I've got negative 0.127x, and then we have a plus 243.444 plus that 111.9. So we've got negative 0.127x plus 355.344. Okay, so we're looking for what the slope and the y-intercept mean in context of this problem. So this slope, negative 1.27, okay, that's saying for every 1 year, that time should decrease by 0.127 seconds. So for each year, the time, that record time, decreases, right, because that's a negative slope, by 0.127 seconds. The y-intercept, which is 0,355.44, is saying that in year 0, the time was 355 seconds. I definitely don't think that that makes sense. 355 seconds is about 5 minutes, and 800 meters is about half a mile. I think most of us could run half a mile in 5 minutes. So something is off about that, and that's what we're talking about in the second section. So for number 7, would you be willing to use your equation to predict the world record in the year 2025? I don't think that's a great idea, right? So we're talking about 2025, which is outside of our data set. Okay, that would be an extrapolation, and we wouldn't want to do that. For the same reason why year 0 doesn't make sense, that's also outside of our data set. So we don't want to predict like that outside of our data set. So I'm going to say no, okay? We don't know if that linear trend is going to continue. Also, if that linear trend continued, I think that eventually that record time would be 0 seconds, and that definitely doesn't make sense.